Hi Podrick, thank you for taking part in our Cinema Goes app usability test. During the test, I would like you to speak aloud while you use the app. It's okay if you make mistakes, and in fact we encourage it. It's important for you to know that we are testing the app, we are not testing you. I will read out the first task. I'll ask you to perform it on your own without any interaction from me, and then we'll go through what you just did and discuss as we go. We will do the same for task 2 and task 3. And again, remember to speak out loud as you use the app. Are you ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I'll just ask you to open up entertainment.ie on the phone there. Okay. So, the first task, I'll place the paper in front of you so you can see it as well. So, you live halfway between two cinemas, Arklow Omniplex and Movies at Dundrum. You want to see a movie tomorrow with your 3 kids. Either cinema is good and it suits you to be there at 3 p.m. Choose an appropriate movie from a list of current movies and based on your times, decide which cinema you will go to and book your tickets. So I'll let you decide how old your own children are. They're under 10 years old.
Okay.
Okay, so you want to choose a film.
Okay. I'm going to choose. So I'm on the now showings, the default tab. I presume this will show me a suitable film somewhere. So Mary Poppins Returns looks like something that would be suitable. And so I've clicked into Mary Poppins Returns and I don't really see any useful info there. It's just about the film with a 4-star rating and nothing about where it's on. So I've gone to the main menu now on the app and I click into cinemas. So I can see that there are it's listed by county. So Dublin is first and obviously Arklow is in Wicklow, so that's going to be somewhere further down the list. So I'll click into the Dublin one and try and find Dundrum. Click Dundrum. Now this shows me a list of all the movies that are on and the times. So I'm going to go scroll through this list to try and find Mary Poppins. So I found Mary Poppins and I've noticed that the latest showing today, the latest showing tomorrow is at 1:10. So that doesn't really suit me. So I'm going to go out of here and go to, I need to go all the way back out to counties and try and find Wicklow because Arklow is my other cinema that I could go to. And it's on at, sorry, it's the wrong film. So again, I have to scroll down to Mary Poppins and again, it's not really on at a suitable time for me. So I'm going to go and try and pick a different film. So I'm going back to now showing. I could have stayed in the cinema, but now showing obviously shows me a picture, so I'm, I can learn more about the film by looking at the poster. A Dog's Way Home looks like the kind of thing that would work. So I'm gonna go back into cinemas. Dublin, Dundrum, and I see that it's on the Kids Club 10:50 in the morning, so that doesn't suit me either. Gonna go all the way back out to counties into Wicklow, Arklow, and A Dog's Way Home is on at 2:10. I can probably, that's okay. So I will. So that's what I'm going to go to. I can't click on the time.
It's okay, keep going.
I can't click on the time or book a ticket, can I? There's no. I'm not actually sure how I would book a ticket here. Phone. I can call the cinema. There's a picture of the world. I presume that's it's the map. So it doesn't offer me a way to book the ticket, from what I can see.
Okay, thank you very much. Right, so what we'll do is, you can set that up again. It's okay. We can just use this on its own. We don't need a camera.
You sure?
Yeah, we'll do that again another time.
It just probably ran out of
Okay.
space or something, or I don't know.
Look, we'll just continue with this for now.
Okay, it's up to you.
Yeah, that's fine. So this is, so we're just going to go through what you did there. If you want to take the phone again, and so basically, so your task was to find a suitable film for kids near where you live.
Yeah.
Didn't matter which cinema, as long as it was kind of close enough to 3 p.m. tomorrow.
Yes.
So how did you find that?
Absolutely terrible.
Okay.
I thought that, first of all, this now showing lists done properly. I mean, it's fine to be able to kind of look through the posters, but once I click into a film, I should from that point be able to go all the way through to booking my ticket in my preferred cinema, instead of just getting some basic information and having to go to a completely separate place to find the cinemas.
Okay.
And then when I go into the cinemas, it's not joined up. There's no searching or anything. I have to like a few times I went all the way from county into cinema to see what's on, and then I had to go back out again to go back into another county and another cinema. So it's just it's poorly organised.
It really is. Okay, and would you have any recommendations for an app like this?
Yes, that I think I think somebody coming into something will either be wanting to go to see something in a particular cinema or want to see a particular film, and either way, you should be able to go from that point to buying your ticket.
And you couldn't do that
as quickly as possible. No, you couldn't do it.
There's no way.
No.
Okay. Right. Okay. So I'll go through the next task with you.
Yeah.
I'm just going to reset this back to where we were. So task 2. Okay. You're on a work trip in Carlow, and during the evening you decide to go watch a movie. You've heard that Captain Marvel is pretty good, but you first want to read the review. Okay, so we'll take part A first. So you're in Carlow, and during the evening you decide you want to go to see Captain Marvel. You want to read a review about Captain Marvel.
Okay. So I go into entertainment.ie, and the default thing that shows up is now showing, and Captain Marvel is the first film. So I would probably click into this to see is there a review. No, there's not. There is a rating. There is, from the main menu, a reviews section. So I'll click on the reviews section, and I'll probably find Captain Marvel in here somewhere, maybe, if they've reviewed the film on this site. And they haven't reviewed it. So I certainly won't be able to read my review on Captain Marvel. Oh, there we go. They have reviewed it. So there is a review in here. That was just ordered by the time they did the review, so the most recent first or something. So hard to find. So reading my review now.
Okay. So once you read the review, you want to see if it's on in IMC Carlow Cinema at around 6 o'clock on Wednesday, the 13th of March. That exact date.
Okay. Okay. So I'll go into cinemas from the main menu, and so this gives me a county view. So I'm going to scroll down to Carlow. I see IMC Carlow is one of them there, and I go to Captain Marvel. So I'm looking for it at around 6 o'clock on Wednesday, the 13th of March. It's the dates have gone missing on Captain Marvel, and there's dates there for other films, but on Captain Marvel So I can actually compare it. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4. It's in the fourth line here, and it's on at 18:35 or 17:35. So not on at exactly 6 o'clock, but it's on at either of those two times.
Okay. So you don't know the area very well, but you know that your hotel is near Carlow train station. Find out where the cinema is in relation to the train station.
Okay, there is a map thing which I tried before, so that will show me where the cinema is in Carlow. So it gives me like a Google Maps kind of thing. So I can just kind of zoom in and look for the train station. Yeah, not sure. It's just a scrolly map. It doesn't. There's no search or anything on it. So I don't know where the train station is. Oh, here's the main town. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay, I can
we'll
say
move on from
I
that.
found this train station, I suppose.
Okay, so the last task on this part,
Yeah.
you want to add this cinema to your favourites because you come to Carlow from time to time and would like to revisit.
Okay, so I am say Carlow Cinema. There's a heart up in the top corner, which I would say will add it to my favourites. So I click that.
And you want to check that, see if it worked.
Okay, so if I go back out to the main menu, I would have thought I'd have a favourites tab or something. Oh, it's at the top of the counties. So, yeah, it's so when I go into cinemas on the counties tab, there's also a favourites entry at the top. And that's where I find.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you very much. So I'll just go through what you did there again. So first, you looked for the review on Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
How did you find looking for that?
Just really bad again.
Why?
Because again, the first tab you see are the films, and I don't understand why clicking on a film shouldn't give me another link or some kind of more information. Like if they've done a review, they should have the review on that screen.
On that screen.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's it just makes no sense.
Sorry. Just 1 minute. Okay. Do you think the information architecture is good on this app?
No.
And would you recommend anything different? Does it look good to you? Do you think visually it looks good?
No, it doesn't. I mean, it's fine. This part is fine. The lists of film times are very badly laid out. They're just kind of basic, just text thrown together. So if I go into IMC Dulneary, this, like again, if I look at a film with a lot of showings, for example,
Yeah.
the times just get all bundled together and are hard to distinguish from each other.
How would you fix that?
Well, they need to be more spaced out. They need to be arranged in a more intuitive way rather than the kind of jumbled way they are at the moment.
And if this wasn't a usability test, and would you have stayed on this looking, because you managed to work out the time and the date by counting down 4 from above, but if that had been a real life task, would you actually have stayed on the website?
Only if it was the only place I could book the film, and obviously it's not.
Where would you? What would you do?
I would have gone to the cinema's own website.
Their own website. Okay.
Yeah.
And so then we were on to we were onto the map and looking for the train station. So you were zooming around for ages there looking for it, and you were trying to find if your hotel was near.
Yeah.
You know your hotel is near Carlow train station, and you wanted to find out where the cinema was in relation to that. So obviously you could plan your trip.
Yeah.
So was that successful?
Well, it was a basic map which didn't really have any landmarks noted on it.
Yeah. or any search kind
Any
of?
there was no search, yeah.
No, you couldn't. You were just kind of.
So I was just kind of scrolling around trying to find, but I couldn't find it.
Okay, all right. And what would you recommend for that?
A bit more of an interactive map.
And what would you have done in real life?
In real life, I would have gone out and gone to the Google Maps app.
Okay, so that's obviously not ideal. So we'll go on to task 2, part 2. Okay, so this is very short.
Okay.
So you've come back to Carlo the following week, and you remember you've saved IMC Carlo in your favourites. Actually, we covered that, didn't we?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll skip that. That was kind of integrated in the last thing. All right, so you're coming back to Carlo again. You're back from work. You're back working there.
Yeah.
And you want to go see Fighting with My Family on Thursday, the 14th of March, at 9:00.
Okay. So I'm coming back to Carlo. So it's in my favourites.
Yeah.
I click. Also, I don't know. I don't like the where the favourites is stored. It shouldn't be there. But so I go into IMC Carlo.
Mm-hmm.
And so the film I want to see is Fighting with My Family. Scroll down to that. And I can see that on Thursday the 14th of March it's on at 9:00.
Okay.
So
what if you wanted to go on Friday the 15th of March?
I can't see beyond the next 5 days at all.
And what if you were going to be in Carlo over the weekend? What would you do?
I wouldn't use this app.
Okay. And can you tell me the star rating of this film?
Yes, it's 3 stars.
Okay.
Because it's beside the. Oh, actually, there's a link into the more info about the film thing, but it still doesn't have the review. Anyway, it's it has a star rating alongside the name.
Okay, and do you think that is good
Visually
and?
No, like I mean, it's just it's basic. Like I mean, it's fine. I don't have a particular problem with it, but I don't know why necessarily the rating would be displayed at this point. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Last task, very short. If I can find it. I've got 2 tasks. Okay. I don't know why that task. Okay. So you've recently heard Green Book. I'm just going to set this back to the start. Sorry.
Okay.
Set you back to the home screen. So you've recently heard that Green Book won Best Film Oscar. Go and read the review on it.
Okay. So I open up the app, and in the main menu there's a reviews section, and I'm going to go and see if they have a review of Green Book. So I'm scrolling down through the films they've reviewed recently enough, and there isn't a review on Green Book. Maybe there is. It's not organised by alphabetical order or anything like that. So it doesn't appear they have a review in there on Green Book. And again, there's nothing. Green Book doesn't seem to be in the list anymore.
Okay. What do you think of that? The most recent Best Film Oscar?
It's unbelievable that they don't have a review of it. That's a lack of content on the site. I suppose all the reviews are their own reviews, so you're not linking, like in the absence of a review of Green Book, there's no like external link to maybe Rotten Tomatoes or some newspaper sites or whatever that might have reviewed it.
Yeah.
So if they haven't reviewed it themselves, you're not going to get any information on the film here.
And what do you think you would do to change?
I think I think every film should have some kind of integrated link up with outside news sources or whatever, or review sources where you can find out more about the films, especially where they don't have it themselves.
Okay. And about the listing, you've been scrolling a lot for the entire 3 tasks.
There's no search. There's no search at all. So like it should be easy to like start typing in a film name, get suggestions as you do it. But there's no like it, yeah, you're just scrolling. Nothing is particularly organized in terms of it's not even alphabetical. Yeah, just a
Yeah.
lot of scrolling.
There's the cinema, actually, in the cinema listing. I'm trying to see if you can figure out what way they've ordered that.
They've ordered it by the number of cinemas in every county. So I mean, if you are somebody who's in Kilkenny, what do you care if there's 20 cinemas in Dublin? To be honest, do you want to go to cinema in Kilkenny?
And what would you do differently on this on this app to?
I wouldn't organise things by county to start with. I think it's strange to click into cinemas, and you get, maybe I mean I think again there should be a search. There should be like a. There should be a where are you, and it should take your settings. Maybe say, you know, one of those kind of apps where can we, you know, do you want to put in your preferred location or whatever. I know you can put in your favorite in the end, but like should be some kind of like cinemas near me or something.
Okay.
Some aspect to it. Certainly a search. You know, that's
Fairly basic.
yeah.
Okay, well, thank you very much for taking part. You've been very good and lots of information there. Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks.